You've probably noticed that Karen and Andrew are always at Christy's house, even though they're only supposed to be there every other weekend. I guess the ghostwriters got tired of people pointing this out, so now there's a new custody arrangement. Now Karen and Andrew live there every other month. Hooray for more Karen.
Argo Font Book Review, Argo Font Book Review.
This book was written by Ellen Miles. Just like the Baby Parade book, everyone at Christy's house is bored, so they pull out a newspaper and find a storyline. They're filming a TV movie in town! How fun! The movie is called Little Vampires, and Christy's brother Charlie plans to work as a gopher. Wait, what? Charlie has a life of his own and he does things that are unrelated to the Babysitter's Club? No! That's impossible! The movie is going to star Derek Masters from Book 27. Derek's parents need someone to watch him on set every day. They can't watch him themselves because, we don't get told why. I'm just going to assume they're awful parents who regularly abandon their kids, just like everyone else in Stony Brook. Christy is the narrator, so she gets the job. And because Charlie's working on the movie set, he gets to be her chauffeur. Ah, so that's why Charlie got the job. He just wanted to make things more convenient for Christy. Thanks, Charlie! I'm glad you know Christy will always be more important than you. Derek shows Christy around the set and explains the plot of the movie. Laddie the vampire has come to town in order to make more vampires. But Derek's character is such a cool dude that Laddie decides to be his friend and stop being a vampire. I think it's supposed to be a silly comedy, but either way, it's not the worst vampire movie I've ever heard of. Laddie is played by teenage movie star Carson Fraser. He's stuck up and self-centered to the point where he yells at someone for getting him the wrong kind of soda. But even though he's a jerk, he still has a bunch of adoring fangirls, including a Rose Girl and Cokie Mason. Derek is an amazing actor, so he upstages Carson in every scene. Not on purpose. Christy assures us Derek would never do anything bad on purpose. It's just he's such a great actor, he always steals the show. He can't help it. Christy kisses up to Derek like this for most of the book. It's a little weird she likes him so much, to be honest. Derek is clumsy. He trips getting out of a limo, he knocks over a shelf, and he accidentally breaks an expensive lamp. The prop master is furious and kicks Derek out. Sheila, the sleazy publicist, is happy. She thinks the broken lamp will make a great story. An 8-year-old broke something valuable doesn't sound like a great story to me, but what do I know? In the subplot, Claire Pike is scared of vampires. Mallory tries to convince her that it's all just pretend, but one of the vampires swoops up to her. She runs away screaming. Derek is going to do a stunt with breakaway glass. The glass is broken by accident, and everyone is shocked to discover that it's real glass, not fake glass. If Derek had done his stunt, he would have been seriously injured. Oh no! The prop master is fired immediately. Christy grabs a random woman with a clipboard and demands to see the prop receipts. The complete stranger follows Christy's orders, because of course the adults take orders from random teenagers. It turns out the glass came from a company called Rockaway & Sons. When our heroes investigate, Mr. Rockaway is too busy to help them, and they don't bother to come back because clearly he has no idea what he's doing. Sheila writes an article about the accident. Carson and his manager are furious that someone else is getting attention. Rose Girl gets in Christy's way and begs the casting assistant to give her a part. I've noticed there doesn't appear to be any security on this set. I'm pretty sure in real life, random people aren't allowed to walk into movies and bother the crew. I understand that the goddesses of the Babysitter's Club get to go wherever they want, but random strangers? They should be kept out. Derek's stunt double is injured, and Christy finds a threatening note in Derek's dressing room. Christy tells Derek's mom, who decides to keep it a secret. I don't know what Mrs. Masters is thinking here. Why wouldn't you put people on the alert when your child's life is at stake? The Babysitter's Club makes a list of suspects and starts to follow them. Unfortunately, there are no more accidents for the rest of the book, so they are unable to catch the culprit in action. Cookie wears ridiculous puffy clothes, and she invites everyone to a pool party at her house. It's clear she's only doing it to get Carson's attention. He doesn't show up, but Derek does. He splashes Cookie with a cannonball. Ha ha ha! That's what you get for being Christy's loser rival, Cookie! Cookie gets revenge on Christy by accident, because she's totally incompetent, so naturally, Cookie can't cook. As a result, Christy gets food poisoning. Christy snoops in Carson's trailer. He has a bouquet of roses from Rose Girl, along with a series of love notes. The movie director sees Mallory and immediately asks her to be in the movie. Whoa! I know Mallory being on set is just an excuse to wrap up the storyline with Mallory's sister, but still, way to go, Mallory! You get to win today! Christy decides to have Claire dress up like a witch. Claire tells a vampire to go away. The actor goes along with it and pretends to be scared of her. Now Claire isn't afraid of vampires anymore. Christy overhears Sheila talking with Rose Girl. She says her name is Lindsay Rockaway. Rockaway, like the construction company? Christy follows Lindsay for a bit, and Lindsay accidentally drops a car manual. She dog-eared and highlighted a section on how to cut car brakes. Christy rushes back to the set, just in time to stop a car accident. She accuses Lindsay, who breaks down and cries. She confesses she tried to kill Derek. She hates him because he's a better actor than her crush, Carson. As usual for the mystery series, Lindsay is sent away for psychiatric treatment and is never seen again. The final chapter is a series of magazine and newspaper articles about the movie. This chapter felt like filler to me, especially since 4 of the articles have super huge margins. Like, the margins are larger than the text. One article says,
Girls are flipping over Derek Masters, one of the young starts of the upcoming made-for-TV movie Little Vampires. Derek says he's too young to date, but you can still dream.
He is 8 years old, you creepy weirdos! The end. Post-book follow-up. This was a fun book. It felt like a series of smaller adventures all put together because a lot of the chapters were self-contained, like Cookie's Party or the investigation segments. I liked how things kept moving along nicely. Derek does a few scenes with a red-haired girl, and I'm guessing he has a little crush on her since he's worried about the way his breath smells when she's around. We never get told who this girl is. I'm going to pretend it's Rosie Wilder, the other child actor from the series. It would have been cool to see her in this book. As for the mystery aspect, it's not bad. We have 4 fake-out suspects with legitimate motives, and Christy actually works to solve the mystery instead of solving it through random coincidence. The only major problem with the mystery is that the culprit stops attacking Derek for a week for absolutely no reason. But the rest of the mystery is so good, I'm willing to give it a pass. I wish all the other books in this mystery series had mysteries as good as this one. I give Babysitter's Club mystery number 15, Christy and the Vampires, a 9 out of 10. It doesn't get a perfect score. That final chapter was blatant filler and was really bad.